Hi, I'm Kham if you're new here. I'm not used to starting my videos without my character, but you should see it on screen. I'll get into the video. You already read the title. If you don't know, in my last video, I asked in the first 5 seconds for people to list their assumptions about me, and I appreciate all the comments that I got and all the assumptions that I got. I also asked on Discord and Twitter. Discord was, quite successful. Twitter, so I kind of couldn't categorize them at all, but I tried, and that's what matters. It's the effort that counts. Anyway, I'll get into it. First assumption is by Poetry. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it says, I assume you're pretty quiet, but when this is gonna be hard because I can't speak English. I think you're pretty quiet but loud when around your friends. I think you're several inches taller above your average height for your age. I think you have long, light brown hair. I am actually... Okay, not me having a whole existential crisis. I don't know, let me actually think about this for a second. I'd say I'm like about average when it comes to loudness, to be honest. I'm not that quiet, but I'm also not that loud. I'm like very in the middle. Personality-wise quiet, I feel like I keep to myself. I don't really intrude on people that much, so personality-wise pretty quiet. And then I think you're several inches above your average height for your age. I am 15 if you didn't know, and I am 5'4". I'm 5'4". I also think you have long light brown hair. My hair naturally is actually black. It used to be sandy, like a black and sandy brown mix when I was younger, because my mom has sandy brown hair and my dad has black hair. But when I was younger, I did have very long hair for my age and like my gender and stuff, so that was true, but now it's quite average. I'll put a picture on screen, I guess. Next assumption is by Mika, who is awesome, and that's also the name of my aunt, so do with that what you will. It says, let's go, the best series on YouTube continues. First of all, I love you. And then the assumption is you have glasses, dirty blonde hair, you work a job at a restaurant. I have no job. I wish I did. I really do. If I had a job, I would have better equipment. That would be cool and fun, but I do what I can with what I have. Dirty blonde hair, like I said, I have naturally black hair, and then you have glasses. That is correct, I do have glasses. The next assumption is by Juniper, which is my very cool friend. She's awesome. You should download her pack that she just made, actually. And it says, I'm just gonna assume that you try your best to act louder, more energetic in videos and with friends, but you're actually really shy and stuff. No. In my videos, I'm like acting kind of the exact same how I act off camera. Well, like I try to, at least. I talk more, obviously, because I have to, but like I don't fabricate any parts of my personality, or at least I try not to. Probably do subconsciously to be more quote entertaining, but like on video it's just a more exaggerated version of me, but literally only by like 10%. So, and then this assumption is by Riley, who I love. Assumption: loves Shein clothes. Introvert, hates peanuts and grapes, loves Ariana plus Pink Panthers or any other alt indie artist. I have sadly never heard of Pink Panthers. I felt so fake like reading that, and I was like, I'll check them out. I still haven't for some reason, even though I read the assumption like a couple days ago. But loves Ariana. I don't listen to her that much, which I should listen to her more. Hates peanuts and grapes. I love both peanuts and grapes, all kinds of grapes, all kinds of peanuts, which is a thing. I wish I had a peanut allergy. I really don't know why, but I just saw them in TVs and stuff. Oh my god, I saw them in TV and stuff, and I was like, this is kind of fire. I actually want to be a victim. And then assumption: loves Shein clothes. On this topic, I kind of can't go into intense detail, but I'll link some things below that I think are really helpful for this topic, since it is kind of a very gray area, not black and white. But basically, Shein is fast fashion, and if you don't know what fast fashion is, I'll put the definition on the screen right now. Me, and along with a lot of other people, can't really afford that great of clothes that are sustainable for our world, really. Since brands make it so expensive to shop sustainably, we are forced to go to fast fashion and be consumers of these terrible fabrics that do eat up our world, and we're just here like, well, I can't do anything. But the stuff I linked below is really good for, I guess, learning about it. It's not the most like thought out thing, and didn't do a ton of research, which I apologize for, but I still think they're good videos. Anyway, sorry that this is so long, but it's a racy topic, so I'll get on to the next assumption. And then the next assumption is by Pretty Cass. I love Cass so much. Their assumption was brown eyes, dark brown curly hair, tannish color, weigh around 90 to 120 pounds, hands skinny and veiny, and you wear a size 7 to 9 in men's. Basically, they said I was a tan twink. And I am sorry to be the bringer of bad news, but most of this is incorrect, which is interesting. Am I lying? No. I do have brown eyes. They're like a dark brown. I'll try and put a picture up on screen if I don't blind myself. myself. My hair is naturally black, and naturally my hair is like curly coily. Tannish color, I'm like black. So weigh around 90 to 120 pounds. Last time I weighed myself, I was like 130 or something. And then hands skinny and veiny, and you wear a size 7 to 9 in men's. I have thick fingers. I have really thick fingers. I'll put a picture of my hand on screen, I guess. Compared to a water bottle, you wear a size 7 to 9 in men's. Why do I sound like I'm crying? I wear a size 10.5 to 11 in men's, which is a thing, even though I'm 5'4". So I love the proportions I got from my dad. Thank you so much. Okay, next assumption is by Furberries, aka Denise. I love her so much. She's awesome. I've talked to her in voice call before, and literally sweetest person on earth. Dyed hair, likes yellow, probably listens to Frank Ocean. Denise knows me a little better than like the average person, I guess, so it would make sense for her to say that. I do like yellow, specifically pastel yellow. Lol, very fun. And then dyed hair. Oh my god, I don't know where she got this from. Like I've never dyed my hair in my life. Like I don't. Yeah, maybe I dye my hair like a couple times. I don't know. And then probably listens to Frank Ocean. I do not listen to Frank Ocean that much, which I should, because I love like the songs that I have heard from him. I'm just an idiot, and I need to do it more. Next assumption is by June. That is how I know him. I will not be trying to pronounce that because I don't want to sound like an idiot. I'm sorry. It says, I am assuming that you have curly hair. You also have a great attitude, very kind person, also a very friendly person to people you don't even know. Or is it okay? The first assumption, the curly hair, you are correct. And then you have a good attitude. Answering that as an assumption, let me think. I think I'm a pretty unpessimistic person. I used to be a lot more, but I've been trying to be more positive. I think I'm pretty in the middle now. Probably 60-40 when it comes to pessimism and optimism. I'm very good at English words, as you can hear. Very kind person, also very friendly to people that you don't even know. The second thing I think is true, you'd have to ask people around me, but I generally try not to be like rude to people I don't know when they're trying to interact with me. Like that's weird, I think. If you're just like, if let's say you're talking to someone in a Discord, they say hi to you specifically, and then you're just like buzz off, like go away, shoo shoo. What is that? I'd like to think I'm like nice enough to people that I don't know. A very kind person, that as a single thing. Once again, you have to ask the people around me, but I try to be nice. I try to be kind enough, and I hope I do a good job. Next assumption is by, oh my god, sorry, I was just about to say her like actual name. That's terrible. Heartful. She's awesome. Go subscribe, please. Channel is in the description. She's amazing. It says, you like potatoes. I actually hate mashed potato. Heartful, are you fake? Question mark. And then it says, you prefer staying inside instead of going out. I'm actually surprisingly really in love with the outside. Like weather makes me like y'all, you don't know this because I'm cutting this, but like I'm actually struggling to say anything of worth here. Weather makes it hits different. It really does, in like the best way possible. And being outside while the weather changes is so nice to me. I love rain. I love sunniness. I love cold weather. I'd love snow if I lived in a place where it did snow and not just like once every 5,000 years, aka Texas. Ew. But I love weather and going outside, and staying inside makes me want to die because I do it and have been doing it for so many years. And the next one is, you wear glasses. How did you know? Oh my god, like yes, I wear glasses. You don't like orange juice. I actually love orange juice so much. So much. Literally, if I could drink it every day, I would. But we're poor, and for some reason, orange juice is so much. So, chocolate is your favorite flavor ice cream. Chocolate is like okay to me. I mean, like, I don't know. I just had it like a couple hours. I was like, this is okay. But when I got to vanilla, I said, hey. Oh, there we go. There we go. Next assumption is by, I'm gonna say Ilkoi. I'm so sorry if it's incorrect. But it says, I assume you're 5'4". You prefer orange juice over apple juice. You're a cat person, and your favorite subject in school is English. You like the nighttime more than the daytime. What's scary is like a lot of these are correct. The only ones that like aren't correct is you're a cat person. I never owned a cat in my life, so I could not tell you. Your favorite subject in school is English. It probably is, yeah. And you like the nighttime more than the daytime. Once again, I don't go outside, so I could not like tell you based on experiences if I prefer them outside. I mean, prefer them during the nighttime or the daytime, but generally I like the daytime more just because I love the way the sun like beams into the windows and stuff like that. It has a nice feeling. And I assume you're 5'4". That's correct. I'm very short and tiny man. It was actually like, this is like a controversial one because like everyone assumed I was tall, which is funny. I literally give off such short person energy. I'm so short. I'm like so short. I hate it. And then it says you prefer orange juice over apple juice. I don't actually know because I'm in love with both severely, like way too much. I think I love apple juice like more than orange juice, in all honesty, purely because of the loose taste of apple juice. Like it tastes like especially when it's cold, it tastes so refreshing. And then with apple juice, orange juice feels fuller, and then apple juice feels thinner, but in a good way. So do with that what you will. I don't know why I went into detail. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Also, I hate orange juice with pulp. The next assumption is by Uncia or Valerie, and it says, you're a baddie in real life. Am I not a baddie on video, question mark? Like, no, I actually don't talk to anyone. I answered this badly because I'm a clown, but basically, I'd honestly say in comparison to how I was before, like how I used to dress and how I used to act in public and to people that I talk to in real life, that I am technically, quote, a baddie now, for like being honest and stuff. So thank you, Uncia, for the assumption. Next one. This next assumption is by Alistia. You should go subscribe to her. Her channel is going to be in the description as well. And it says, you're an extrovert. I'm happy I come off that way on video, but I'm very much so introverted. I talk to people for like more than 2 seconds and I'm drained of all of my energy. So, and then the next assumption is by Kat, and it says, I think you're probably 16. I don't know, have brown hair, tall, you're nice. The last one, thank you so much. I think they're probably 16. I'm turning 16 in December 5th specifically. Well, I'm a December baby. It sucks because everyone that's my age is just like, oh my god, like I'm like so much older than, shut up, you are literally 2 months older than me, I will eat you. And then it says, I don't know, have brown hair. I have naturally black hair. I've never had brown hair in my life, but I might dye it that color, we'll see. And then the next assumption is by Theo. It says, kinda fruity, you like dyeing your hair and you're always down to try new things. I like fruit, to be honest, a lot more than like vegetables or anything else, so I guess you could say I'm kind of fruity. And then it says, you like dyeing your hair. I do, I absolutely do. It's one of my favorite activities. And you're always down to try new things. Yes, in every aspect of the word. The next assumption is also by Theo, and it says, you're 5'8", question mark? No, and I'm glad that I'm not, because I actually wish I was shorter. I wish I was 5'2". And then this next one is by 𝒂𝒂💐, who is also very cool, and it says, I assume you're a plant. An industry plant? Maybe. An actual plant? Absolutely. I mean, it's in my name, what can I say? And then this next one is not really an assumption, it's just like a question, kind of, sort of. It says, do you have a boyfriend? And the answer is no, I am not dating anybody, which is very fun and cool. That is all the assumptions that I got on my YouTube video, and all these next ones are from Discord. Thank you to everyone that decided to comment an assumption, I really appreciate it. This first Discord assumption is by 𝒂𝒐𝒏, who's very cool and I've talked to extensively, kind of, sort of. You're sexy, hot, tall, and you're my bestie friendy. Pin this message, please. The first one, no, I guess. No, I mean, like, I like how I look, but I don't have any sex appeal at all. Like, plus I'm 15, so hot. I have like a generally warm temperature, I'd like to think, I guess. Tall. No. Next assumption is by Syrup. It says, you hate chocolate. I actually really like chocolate. Even though I was just talking shit about it when it came to ice cream, that's different. That's ice cream. That hits different, like way different. The next assumption is by a very hot individual named Calvin. What should you do? Because I know he has a YouTube, but he won't give it to me, and that's okay. It reads out, you're addicted to coffee. I actually hate coffee. No, I don't hate coffee. I just like can't drink it that much, or else I'll mess up everything about myself. Thank you so much for the assumption, Calvin. I love you. The next one is not an assumption. It's just kind of a statement, but a little bit of an assumption. It's by MemeVic. It says, you're the most wholesome guy I've ever met. And like, thank you. If that's true, literally, like, wait, let me look up the word wholesome, because I like know it. Obviously, you know stuff on just initiative and seeing it online, but like I want to see the definition. Conductive to or promoting moral well-being. Literally, thank you so much. Like, now that I know the definition of wholesome like extensively, that actually means so much. That is an assumption. In that case, I'm an idiot. Literally, thank you. Literally, thank you. I love you, MemeVic. I literally love you. The next assumption is by Lilac or Fingernail. It says, you are tall. I am very much so 5'4". I don't know how I give off tall person vibes, because that's weird to me. Next one is also by Theo. It says, I won't like answer the first two because I already did earlier. Cries when someone else cries. You like sausages, you love dessert. I grew up being told that emotional vulnerability was like horrible and like you're weak and like be a man and stuff like that, so I kind of lack the ability to be emotionally vulnerable in front of people, really, like authentically, and it kind of sucks, but I'm working through it right now. But I do internally cry when someone else cries. I can't do it in front of them. I will probably like get uncomfortable, and that's not okay. I guess I would cry if I could cry in front of people. And then it says, you like sausages. I love sausages. There's no suggestive meaning behind that. I just literally love sausages. And then it says, you love dessert. I do. My favorite dessert is probably birthday cake when it has a good amount of icing. You know those birthday cakes that have like way too much, it's way too sweet, you're just like, what is this? It literally tastes like a ball of sugar and you start almost throwing up. Yeah, I don't like those. Talking about the ones that are nicely evenly made, they know exactly what they're doing, they're moist. And then the next assumption is by Bree, who is awesome, and you should follow her Twitch. It says, beg people to see their pinky toes, no other parts of their feet, only their pinky toes. And This is not true, Bree. I do not discriminate against people's toes. If I want to see their pinky toes, I want to see all their toes. I will never only ask for one specific toe. I need all of them in my mouth. The next one says, watches My Little Pony unironically. I've never seen an episode of My Little Pony, but now I kind of want to become a brony just because of that. And this next assumption, it just says hot. And then along with that one, it says so hot. Basically, like I said, my temperature's pretty, I think it's average, I think. And I think that is hot. My dad is home, I'm gonna cry. It's okay, it's almost the end of the video. We're gonna do ASMR style for the rest of it. And then the next assumption, the last one actually, is by FedM as well. It says you're a Premiere user. If you mean Premiere Pro, no, I can't use that shit. Literally, my computer explodes and has diarrhea and kills itself, and I will be next in line after it does that. So I wish I could use Premiere Pro. Sadly, do not. I use VideoPad Editor to edit my videos because I am poor. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, if you only saw like a second of it and you hated it, it's okay. Thank you for being here anyway. Love you, hydrate, and peace out.